Welcome to the 9PL podcast, where we deep dive into the world of the Your Hub Nines Premier League and bring you the latest updates, insights and discussions. Today we're interviewing Sydney Qualifying team No Limit with George and Trent Rose. Welcome, fellas.
Thanks.
To your own place, really.
Yes.
So, I suppose introduce yourselves and tell us about No Limit, the concept of how it all started. I know it was a sort of a pipeline years ago, but give us a bit of background for the average punter who may not know.
Well, I'm George Rose. This is Trent Rose. We've got our other brother, Matt Rose. He's the oldest. We started No Limit back in 2013. Been going for just over 10 years now, and started off with a little bit of footy management and athlete management, and it sort of led into doing boxing events. So we had some guys who were boxers who we couldn't get fights for, and thought it was easier to put a show on for them. Wasn't easy, but we got it done.
We winged it.
Yeah, WRSL was our first show back in 2013.
Yeah, right.
And within 5 shows, we were on Fox Sports, breaking Fox Sports viewing records, and down here at the Hordern Pavilion in a sold-out venue, and we've just grown from strength to strength from there, and it's run by me, Trent and Matt, so the 3 brothers together. So it's good. It's a family business, but it's one that we've been lucky enough to have a lot of success with.
What are your roles within the organisation? Or is it sort of a bit choppy and changey?
Yeah.
And sort of wrap each other up?
No, I mean, we are only a small organisation with a lot of stuff to do. So even though somebody may have a role as such, it expands a lot broader than just that.
Yeah. I'd imagine it'd overlap a fair bit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we've all got different titles, but we do everything. Like one morning I'll be in here cleaning the office, and the next I'm up on the press conference. So we sort of do absolutely everything to get the job done end of the day, and that's probably one thing that's one of our biggest strengths, is we're accountable to each other, and we just do whatever we've got to do to get the job done.
You've had a lot of fights with current or former NRL athletes. How does that procurement process work? And also, how many lads are sliding into your DMs trying to get on a No Limit card? Would you just get hammered with that all the time? Or?
Yeah. Saturday night specials. There's a lot of Saturday night specials. It's one that we always found it fun. Originally, it was one of our things where we thought it was cool, get a footy player to fight, especially because you can't do anything on the field now.
Yeah.
People are they're good athletes who can throw a punch, and you just think, get them in the ring. But usually it's a Saturday night special, few drinks under the belt, whatever conversation's going on. That maybe they've seen a Timmy Zoo advertisement on KO Sports and decided I could have a go, and or it could be watching a game and thinking I want to punch that bloke's head in, and so they start DMing, and so there's a lot of specials like that, a lot of specials. But the weighing out sifting through the Saturday night specials and the blokes that actually do want to get in and have a fight, it's a tough process, because a lot of guys will say they want to do it, and then it gets to it, and because we put a lot of money into putting the show on, so if you think someone's committed and they're not, it's a big risk.
Yeah, and you've also, like, obviously there's a Corey Knockout podcast, most successful Corey Knockout team. I was fortunate enough to be invited after I played for Dungutty Broncos. I bumped into we got slapped in the first round. I remember Dane Laurie. Was it Dane Laurie?
That was in 09,
Big
Dano,
I was walking past in my Broncos gear, and I always laugh on this podcast too, how I got told, John O'Reilly stitched me up. He's like, no, come and play for us. And 09, when he went through, and so did Para, they went through to the grand final. And Jono goes, come and play for my team, bud, home country team. We're going to stack it. It's going to be really good. I was like, I don't care if it's stacked or not. I just want to play, have a run around. He's like, yeah, sweet. He gets pulled into 18th man as the NRL, so I jump into the car with Uncle Victor and my mate Andrew Zaro, who you're familiar with as well.
Big
Zaz. We drove, what was it, 10 hours from Sydney?
Yeah. Solid drive. Yeah, Armidale,
solid drive. Yeah. Got there, slept, woke up, did a 10-minute training session, got beaten round 1 out, drove back home.
That was one of the big upsets too, because everyone was talking about the team going in. They were one of the
Jamal was
best teams. Yeah,
he was on the edge for us. But as you know, in knockout footy, if you lose any time from Bluin and he's behind, you just it's a death wish. You're out straight
Because
away.
I know we tried to get you that year too, but we're a bit late to the
Because
party.
you were playing together.
Yeah,
You were playing
yeah.
together, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I tried to hit him up, and he said, "Nah, John has already got
already
me,
hit him
bro."
up, yeah.
Blah blah. And I was like, "Nah, come with us, bro. We got the team to win it. We got the team." And he's like, "No, I already locked in." And
Yeah, and then you did.
Yeah, we ended up.
And I jumped ship straight away. I was the biggest
We
cow.
lost our hooker then too,
Yeah.
eh? So it would have
Yeah.
been perfect.
Yeah.
2010 answers number 9 for us. So.
Oh, man. Well, I remember, I laugh on this podcast too, how you get named. If you're named on the starting list, then you're on. But if you get dropped to, I think I was 18, and I was like, I was off at I was already going, I've driven 10 hours out of here. It's
But
freezing
you had
cold.
that real big jersey too, eh?
Biggest
It
jersey.
was massive. I remember still swimming on you. It would have been about a 4XL or something, eh?
It was probably a medium. I'm just skinny and
What did
small.
you do? Did you tie it off at the front?
I taped the sleeves.
Had to make the arms look good. Make sure the arms look good.
100%. Well, I was lucky, obviously, the next year. I quickly got on the Trent straight away and said, "But if you got a spot for us, I don't care what position. Let's when it come in." But that was a great year on the coast there. That was my first real experience of what it feels like to actually go through even multiple stages or watching it in true form. And I mean, hats off to you fellas. It's been a huge, although tough, successful experience for you. Do you draw on a lot of that? I suppose that work, the experience, the events sides of things. Does that cross over to the knockout stuff? Does that cross over into the no limit sort of day by day as well?
Yeah, it almost has to.
Experience of it,
it's
yeah.
it's one of those things where we're probably blessed to be in the position we're in now, that we grew up every year going to the knockout.
Yeah.
You know, ever since we were little kids, and that's sort of all we've known is events like that. And you know, you try and incorporate like how that works to little things in the fight nights, and and then vice versa. You take what's been really good for us and successful in the fight nights to the knockout now, and you know, you try and stage it as the professional event that it is. And I think we're in a really good position with that at the moment.
Yeah. No, like I said, congratulations for all of it. We've been trying to get you on for the last few years. You know,
That's a lie.
that's dead set. Trent was reading me some. He left me on red in January this year. I was messaging before. But I'm really excited about having you on. Obviously, underneath that No Limit banner, I think it's basically an open book. There'll be a lot of players who want to come and jump in for you. What else made you interested about jumping in into the Nines?
No, well, we love footy. We love footy, and post NRL season, post regular footy season, everybody gets an itch, and for us, that's when knockout season usually kicks off. Is so you've got your Queensland carnivals, you've got the big one here in New South Wales, you've got all the little ones leading up to that here in New South Wales, and that's what everyone usually gets on. Everyone gets on their little knockout tour and travels all around the eastern seaboard to play with anyone that they can during that time.
Yeah.
And so we've always got that itch at the end of the year. And when this popped up, the Nines Premier League, we were excited about it, but it was obviously we were too late to the party the first time around. We were too late the second time around as well. But we did have a big interest in it. I seen it, I thought this is cool. And then last year in particular, I thought, because we were hosting the knockout, I thought it would have been a great opportunity for us to pick a side from the knockout, take it up there to the Nines and have a little knockout rep side play in the Nines against all these great stars, great Nines players, in a really cool concept. But again, I think I called you, and I was well and truly too late for that. But it shows the popularity of it, and you know, we were just a bit too late to the party both years. But this time we got in early, and we haven't got a lot organised, but we're locking in. We're locking in either way. We'll get there, but we're locked in.
Is the KO, I suppose, the QMC, those mini regional tournaments? You know, you go basically from Cairns, Townsville, Mackay, Rocky.
Yeah.
Is that a procurement thing for you? So he's going to look at getting non-Indigenous players in there as well? Is it sort of, I mean, you've got the cards really. You know, you've got such a big brand and have built up such, you know, huge respect in amongst the rugby league community, but also more broadly the sporting community. Who's on your pipeline? Like who's on your list? There's a couple of current players there who are already very close friends of yours. Mate, more than welcome. I love a name drop because I'm on WhatsApp groups and they just everyone names the same person, but
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, I don't know what Trent's thought is on it, but for me, one of the things that I've always loved about playing in the knockout and playing in those knockout games is you get to play with mates that you probably might not have had a game of footy with before.
Yeah.
You might not have had the chance to play alongside before. You've played against someone for a long time, and now you're playing alongside them.
Yeah.
You get to experience that with those, and that's how I'm sort of seeing it as is. I want to pick a little wish list of people I would have loved to play alongside and put it together and get a few of those people into the side. And then also the opportunity to break a few of our young guns.
Yeah.
We've got some really good young talented fellas that I'd love to show off and get the chance to show off on this scene where a lot of different eyeballs are going to be on it. So whether they're black fellas, white fellas, anything, we'll I don't know what our team will end up looking like, but when we do get it together, it'll be one that we're excited about playing with.
have you got any players at all? 2, 3? Trent, I know you got something booking.
No, I don't, yeah. I mean, everybody knows that me and Benny's relationship. So he always knows that he's not allowed to play anywhere else other than where I say. So he's probably lock him in right now. And sorry to that. What was it, Central Coast team?
Yeah,
whatever.
United boys.
Sorry, boys, but he's come with us.
You'll be able to get. Well, Jolie pulled out last year as well to a bad back, he reckons. But, yeah, I'm sure that once you fellas say, hey, you're up, he'll go, all right, out.
He carried so many people at the knockout. That's why he pulled out. He played good. He was good.
Yeah. Oh, man, he's arguably one of the best knockout players I've ever seen over the past decade.
Yeah.
And there's been some greats. I was always a big fan of watching Tamana when he was playing, for the Yowies over the years. He was so aggressive. But Joel's, it's hard in the middle, man, as you're used to, completely aware.
Yeah.
It's a different thing being out on an edge, and you can sit there and watch all the dirty stuff in the middle and then come and take your
and do the
runs.
pretty work,
Yeah.
But being a middle, you're hot property. You name your price.
Yeah.
Get in.
Well, I mean, there's a few people that I've been looking at for a bit of a hit list. I watched, I see Sean Johnson on Fox League doing his thing. He's retired now. I think any of the recently retired guys, I'd love to play alongside Sean Johnson at some stage.
Could you
That'd be
imagine
fun.
the young fellas as well, giving them the opportunity to play with and against Sean Johnson, which is sort of the makeup of most of these ex-NRL teams or the brand teams as well. They go, man, I've always wanted to play alongside this fella. They might have played one exhibition game like an All-Stars or something. But, man, imagine Sean Johnson in a no-limit
That'd be
t-shirt.
great. The other one that I would have loved to have played with is JT and Mango. That little combination. We grew up watching that combination, so... I don't know.
JT's
Did
in
Mango
the easy
play with
squad.
anyone?
He's with the easy squad with Eddie
Is he?
Pettyborn and
They're
Taylor,
locked
but-
in, all right.
Yeah.
No, well, fuck them then. I didn't want to play with them anyway.
JT's not though. I'm sure you'll be
he's
able
not?
to, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Cam Smith's up there.
Okay, no,
he's,
take that
he's on the
back.
coast. You'll be able to. I reckon you'd be getting him as 9 and Sean Johnson as your 7.
I'd be.
Well, they'd have
nice.
to go through a little bit of a
They'd have
testing. No walk-ups for them.
yeah, that's right. They've got to go to the tryouts.
The tryouts. Yeah.
How do you reckon you fellas would? I mean, knockout style footy. It's really tough grinding. Some parts of it can be really explosive, but how do you chop and change from coaching that All Blacks, whether it's regional or knockout or QMC style? How do you coach into nines? Or what would you fellas be looking to do?
I reckon it's very similar to what you're going to look for in the knockout. You want that. You want them little sharp fellas to open up. You want the fast fellas to open up, and you want the boys in the middle to sting them and make some noise. So I think it's probably nines footy is very very suited to blackfella footy as well. It's that off the cuff type footy, and that's what we'll be looking for with any players that we do bring in is somebody that can offer all them little X factor moments, and that you're not sort of going to have to coach too much, because when you do have to coach, it's hard enough and stressful enough sitting on the side, But then when you've got the players out there that can make it so much more easier, that makes it so much easier on yourself. So.
Sure. And we'll play to win. We always play to win, no matter what we do. So I think with this one, we'll be looking to have fun with it. We don't want to get out there and grind out a win. We want to have some fun and put on a show.
Yeah,
if we're not putting on a show, I'd rather look good and lose than look bad and win.
Yeah, I agree, and it's great for not only the players who are playing against us as well, but people who are watching. Like, they don't want to sit there and watch a 6-7, finish of the game. They want to actually watch footy that's being played.
Yeah.
You know, that Korea knockout style, QMC, stretch a ball, chip and chase, look long.
If we lose,
find
we're
space.
losing 50 to 40.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's only a 20-minute game. But
Hey, 50 to 40. We'll give you 90 points in 20 minutes.
we, as part of all of our team entries, we always try and think of or put our teams in a position, which I'm sure you fellas have done before, of thinking outside themselves as well. But do you have like a charity arm or a not-for-profit if you were to win? We're going to be contributing cash towards whoever wins both of our qualifiers and the naming. Did you have a charity of choice?
Yeah, we don't have anyone specifically locked in just yet, but we will by game day. Like I said, we're not completely organised right now, but we will be when we need to be. There's a few things on, at the moment, but once we get through those, we will be locking them in. But one of our things, we've always given back to community. We've always been strong community fellas. So we want to make sure that wherever we're sending it somewhere that we know needs it, and we'll get a good benefit from it too.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, and I'm sure, getting into your schedule alone has been tricky. You know, it's cost me a bit to get here, but I'm glad I'm here.
You got plenty of your sweet.
Got on the door. So I suppose that's who you guys are supporting, but do you have any, I suppose, sponsors who are going to be tipping in, helping out, basically getting flights and accommodation for Sean Johnson to come across and play for you? So, like, if he's got any of those people that you want to sort of shout out and bring along for the journey?
Yeah, look, we'd like to acknowledge Chem Rose, of course, commercial cleaning chemicals, been a big supporter of us for all of our knockout stuff, all of it, any community event that we do, everything's been tipped in there. So Chem Rose and NRG Cleaners, two of our major supporters that have always been there for us.
Awesome.
Whenever and it's not just around our sport, anything that we're doing in community, always getting tipped into that as well too. So anyone needing commercial cleaning chemicals, washroom supplies, hit up chemrose.com.au.
So last question. So what can fans expect on the lead up to the Nines qualifier for one, the Nines? And then the second part to that is, what can your general No Limit boxing supporters and fans look forward to, towards the back end of the year? I'm sure you've got different key dates and events that are sort of in the pipeline, but if you've got any that you could mention, let us know. But what can the Nines format look forward to, having the inclusion of a No Limit league?
Yeah, well, look, I think the lineup that we put together might be a bit fun. I've been thinking about if any of our boxers would be any chance of being able to play in the Nines. I know Timmy loves his
Timmy and
touch
Nikita
and
love
NFL.
their footy. So.
Nikita's a beast. Nikita will get in and get his
Two
head
trainers,
dirty.
two trainers for us at least.
So,
Might be on the wing. We'll chuck him out on the wing.
Liam would be
Liam.
a beast. Yeah, but one thing's guaranteed: if we don't win the game, we would win the fight. We would win the fight. We've got a few heavyweights here that we'll chuck in. No, we're just excited about being a part of it, and as I said, when we get closer, we'll be ramping up everything. So the team that we announce, what we do leading into it, we're coming there to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we want to make it a great event. I know it's already a great event, but we want to bring our energy to it and let you know that we're there, and we'll have a big support crew there. And yeah, I'm keen to really think put on a good show with some of our young talent and some of them old boys. So Sean Johnson, come have some fun.
Shano, you got anything for me?
Yeah, I think just pretty much what George said, man. I'm just excited for it. As you know, me and you caught up several years ago now and talking about all this, and it's pretty special, bro, to see where it is and where it's at now, and potentially where it can go to, bro. I'm excited for you. And again, like, we had that yarn a couple of years ago, and things just didn't. I mean, we were a bit late to the party to try and jump on the first two, but no, we're excited to be part of this, and thankful for the opportunity that you've given us for it too, bro. Because it's as you know, with running stuff, it's not easy, and there's a lot of everything to happen with it all, So, bro, we're just we'll be grateful to be there. We'll turn up to play, to turn up to win, and just happy to be a part of it all, bro. It's special.
No, I appreciate it, boys, and thank you once again for jumping in. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back down here in the next few months and doing an update on your team, and if you've landed, the unicorn himself and Sean. But otherwise, I think you're in a great position. Once again, huge shout out and respect to you fellas for everything that you're doing, whether it be knockouts, no limit boxing itself, and more generally just in sport. You're absolutely smashing it, and that's not through luck. That's absolutely through hard work, and it is a pain in the arse, and events that don't just happen. I've had a yarn for both years about this. It looks like you're just chucking a boxing show.
Yeah.
So no, it's not the reality.
Turn up and it happens.
Turn up and it happens. But once again, thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate it, and look forward to chatting again soon.
Thank you. We look forward to it
Thanks,
too.
Auntie.
Easy.